Rumor has it when the Russian cosmonauts came back from their journey into space in the 1950s, they reported that there was no sign of a creator god, no evidence for creation. Whether these rumors are true or not, this bold proclamation hasn't held up over time as more and more astronauts have made the perilous journey into space and back. In November 2020, astronaut Victor Glover launched into space aboard SpaceX Crew Dragon's capsule, the Resilience, to take part in a science mission aboard the International Space Station. However, the most interesting part to me is what Victor Glover said in a 2013 interview. Quote, "This has been a really interesting journey. The 7 years I've been at NASA, and it's been a real exercise personally and professionally, but also spiritually." He explained, "Understanding the role of God in my life and God's authority and my submission to that and the love and support and encouragement that creates in my life." End of quote. Glover's not the first Christian astronaut. He is among a crowd of God-fearing men who have donned the NASA spacesuit, like Ed White, who flew in 1965 aboard Gemini 4, or Gordon Cooper, who flew in 1963 aboard Mercury Atlas 9, and who can forget John Glenn, one of the first astronauts chosen by NASA, who flew in Mercury Atlas 6 in 1962, but also joined the STS-95 mission crew aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery in 1998. During that news conference in 1998, he radioed back from orbit saying, quote, "To look out at this creation out there and not believe in God is, to me, impossible." End of quote. But can I tell you a more extraordinary story? In 1968, after NASA accomplished the momentous achievement of a manned lunar orbit, NASA asked the crew of Apollo 8 to say something appropriate on their Christmas Eve broadcast commemorating the event. Let me play you the recorded message.
We are now approaching lunar sunrise, and for all the people back on Earth, the crew of Apollo 8 has a message that we would like to send to you. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. And from the crew of Apollo 8, we close with good night, good luck, a Merry Christmas, and God bless all of you on the good earth.
And you know what? I can't think of a better way to end this video. So Merry Christmas and God bless all of you on the good earth.